We are back with another edition of Plays Girls in Your Eyes. It's not that great that far after what it's I'm getting a bunch of followers coming through as soon as I get live. We have Gun J9, Gun W2, Gun I7, and Gun C4. All at once, just like that. Thanks, chaps. Appreciate the love and comments. I'm just wanting to get a lot of those Autobot followers. I don't know if there's a reason for it or whatever, but yeah, just like that, like instantly jumped up a bunch of followers, and then they all unfollowed like instantly too. So yeah, hey, I'll take it. So I have to get my bearings. So last we left off, shit got real. Anime cutscenes out the ass. We saw, let's see. The Edgelord came back. Turns out he's the Water Lord. His name, I believe, started with a V. I might be wrong. Alphen, as you can see, lost his helmet. No longer has the helmet. And he also lost the ability to not feel pain. So, Xion got captured by this guy, which really kind of sucked, but it, like, basically Alphen tried to stop her from being taken and found out, hey, oh my god, like the thorns, they hurt me, and it basically broke Xion. She stopped trying to get away from him, and she just kind of like went limp, and he escaped with her, and apparently he wants us to come find him and challenge him. Alphen's having a hard time feeling pain. It's not fun anymore. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's kind of a weird day for streaming for us, but speaking of things, we have a lot of questions. We just met up with the remainder of our party members. Oh, it's coral sticking out of the ground. Can they, like, attack me? Alright, let's go. I remember how to play. Alright, so my combo that I use a lot. Wow.
Not a chance. I'm ready. Totally. In an instant. Impact block.
Cool. Yeah, that's what I meant to happen.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
So Alphen seems like he's good after that. He's like, oh yeah, I got my friends. Weird. Oh, look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Speaking of Thistleim, it's populated by Danins, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danin defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions.
Yeah, he's pretty pissed.
Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
So he remembers a lot from his past, and we're still kind of confused.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, But that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
I'm right here, bitch.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
So I can't go there. How do I speak to that fucking thing? Do I have to like... Can I swim? I want to get that fucking owl. Okay, I guess I can't jump right now? There you go. No? Oh.
Hmm? You're saying we should check the owl for...
Okay.
First? Do you sense one of
another
your
one here.
friends, Hoodle?
Yeah, it's throwing them at us. Alright, so let's
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah. And now we can finally go rescue Xion.
he doesn't want to. He doesn't give a shit.
There's something I need to tell you guys first.
Oh shit. Dude, look at his fucking Velcro ass shoes. Get out of here.
I got my memory back.
And I'm John Cena. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Okay, I'm done.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
Thanks, Mom.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
What is he sitting on?
Go on.
Is that a stool? Or is he just... Oh, yeah,
I
it's a
was
stool.
abducted
It looked like
from
he was just
Dana.
floating.
I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived.
Whew.
Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign.
Whew.
It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does
No
being
one
the
man
Sovereign
should have all
entail?
that power.
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Nayori. She was a Renin maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
Damn. Damn.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion?
Pretty
Bit
much.
coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After
Well, yeah. Did you?
After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Ooh.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through.
Spicy.
By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping.
Ooh. Oh, man.
I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
Shut up, Law. Stupid boy.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates.
This right here. How long have I been saying? It seems like Alphen might be from the past. And I think that's what they're getting at right now. So I'm not trying to say I was right. But I'm probably right.
The crown contest, to a time before even the first Renin invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300?
Yep.
But that'd make Alphen...
I got it.
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being.
Oh, man.
Deep down, maybe I already knew.
It kind of like also...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind.
Oh, no.
Then when
this
I
is the
finally
portion of the game
remember,
where he feels bad.
Turns out I'm so old, I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop!
Yeah.
Honestly,
listen to Mom.
I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen. What you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
Okay, but we still don't know how
What about Shion? We can't
he
just...
made it here.
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone?
Yes, Mom. Oh, man.
Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Kisara's great.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
She's kind of just like a natural born leader, which is like pretty crazy. Shit, man. He's over there just stewing. Look at him brood.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
Alphen, buddy, come on. You gotta chill. You just gotta understand. You know what? Yeah, you killed a bunch of people, but they were Renans, you know? And like, you know how we feel about Renans? Fuck them. No. It's kind of crazy. But I wouldn't really feel all that bad because like this like small glimpse that we saw of ooh, what's on this? The small glimpse of the Renans we saw that were like supposedly like experimenting on you or whatever, like they're fucking awful. They're like really shitty people. Oh wait, are these... Okay, I think I know what I'm saying. Are you the captain? No. Okay, so some of these are people from the ship, it looks like. Alright, got it. Alright, well, more story.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up.
Perfect
So,
experience.
feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? then I might as well give up.
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard?
Yeah.
I heard you telling me to keep fighting,
Bunch of them just come
to
through.
strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line.
Appreciate
I
it,
had no
guys.
right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming.
That's what I'm saying.
Not
like, why
only
do you
that,
feel that bad?
but that
They, like,
guilt you feel
treated you like
inside,
a slave, you know?
that's all the proof you need to
then
know you're a good person, Alphen.
The power
Do you
they
understand?
basically force you to wield
If I'm
was
still
unstable
allowed
and
to
got them
fight
all
and keep
killed.
on living,
I'd be like, hey,
then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you.
sometimes you gotta fuck around and find out.
But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Dude, Kisara speaks straight facts, guys. All the way, man. That's why she's shield waifu. I talked to you, and now I gotta talk to you. Man, everyone's gonna give me a
You're
fucking
certainly
pep talk.
full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries.
Straight up.
The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself.
What
And
was
you
that
never
again?
participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
I don't even remember.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get
Man.
back out there.
That's crazy. So is Alphen some type of like ageless immortal, or is it just like, was he preserved? Was it the helmet that preserved his body? It's just, it's all so fucking weird, you know? I saw there was like a treasure chest somewhere. Did I ever get that? I can't remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. So that's there. We came out right here. Got some random chickens. There's a cat up there. Okay. Alright, yeah, I mean, I guess we just fucking... Whatever, let's talk to you.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
Thanks.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a
JRPGs
year or
and
two
just
ago that I
anime
was
in general
there.
Seem to
But
really
then I
love the
realized what
tragic
feels
hero,
like
you know?
years was
Like,
actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown?
awful
Do you know if it's still there?
hero.
I
you know?
doubt it. When the
Just the
Renans
worship.
invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor
Yeah.
Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah,
What if
you're right.
Shion is Naori?
Let's get going.
And maybe she's also immortal. I don't know. I'm just... It's a shot in the dark. Alright, we haven't been in here yet. Is Lon here? Whatever. Alright, cool. I guess, got a lot going on in here. So I can't jump, can't run. Alright. So are these villagers or are they... Like, I'm just... these must be villagers. Like, half of them that we've been speaking with are people that came in on the shipwreck. Where's Law? a big fish. A sea bream. Okay. Yeah, it is over there. So Law's all the way out hither. Right out hither. Alright, let's get out of this portion of the game. It's like really slow. Oh, here's one. Alright, well, that appears to be it. So we're gonna bro it out with Law. You know, there is one thing that's been bothering me, guys. And I'm gonna show you. It's ever since we got that eye patch. So we have the left eye patch. And now we have... oh shit. The right eye patch. This fucking game, dude. Oh god, I'm 7. Okay. I just want to see if it's gonna be the
Alphen,
Oh,
are we gonna
God,
go
it
rescue
is.
Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Oh, dude, shut up.
Come on, man. Snap out of it.
Shut
This
up.
isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to
have to adjust
feel
my
like you've
camera. I'm
lost
seeing it's
yourself
kinda
again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't
high
be?
up here.
Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the
A
thing.
little bit lower.
None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you?
Alright.
Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere too?
There you go. See?
Fine, I've said my
Ruining
piece.
it.
The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already.
Alright, see.
I left behind a path of fire and destruction.
That's kind of too high.
And the same thing could happen
Yeah, I
again.
have, like, no room. It's
I
just my
can't
head's
guarantee
straight in the
anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing!
Seriously.
What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not?
Yeah, there's-
What's it gonna be, Alphen?
what's it gonna
What do
be,
you
Alphen?
think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Yeah. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen,
It's exactly like you said.
Oh, I
Whatever
feel like
happened
the
in my
camera's
past
still
has
fucked up
nothing
when
to
it's
do with
following me.
Shion.
I'm looking around
But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
he could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
How about that? So how does
Hey,
that look?
don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen.
Not as bad.
I believe in you.
Alright. Cool.
Back to the inn, I guess.